Nobody wakes up one morning intending to become emotionally unavailable, dishonest, disconnected, or incapable of building healthy relationships. Character rarely changes in one dramatic moment. It changes quietly, one excuse at a time, one rationalization, one repeated choice, one defended pattern after another. Then one day you look back and wonder how you became someone you never planned to be. The frightening part is that it doesn't happen because people are evil. It often happens because the human mind is remarkably good at protecting itself. The subconscious mind was designed to keep you alive, not necessarily to help you grow. Long before you consciously understand what is happening, your subconscious scans your past, searching for familiar experiences. It asks one question: what protected me before? If withdrawing reduced conflict, it remembers withdrawal. If lying avoided consequences, it remembers lying. If controlling people reduced uncertainty, it remembers control. If people-pleasing prevented rejection, it remembers pleasing everyone else before being honest with yourself. Those responses may have begun as survival. They may even have helped you through painful seasons of your life. But survival strategies were never meant to become permanent identities. Neuroscience helps explain why these patterns become so powerful. The brain is constantly looking for efficiency. Every repeated behavior becomes easier to repeat again. The more often you respond the same way, the more familiar that pathway becomes. The nervous system also learns these patterns. Before your conscious mind has time to think, your body begins preparing for what it believes is coming. Your heart rate changes, your muscles tighten, your breathing shifts. You suddenly feel the urge to defend yourself, withdraw, attack, explain, chase, or disappear. Most people believe those feelings are telling them the truth. Often, they are simply telling the story of yesterday. Then something even more dangerous happens. The conscious mind arrives, not to investigate the pattern, but to defend it. I needed space. They're too sensitive. I had no choice. This is just who I am. Sometimes those explanations contain pieces of truth, but when explanation replaces examination, growth stops. The pattern no longer needs to hide because you have become its attorney. Every excuse becomes another brick, protecting the very prison that keeps you trapped. Slowly, protection becomes personality. You stop saying, "I reacted this way." Instead, you begin saying, "This is who I am." That single sentence changes everything. Because once the pattern becomes identity, questioning the pattern feels like questioning yourself. This is why some people repeat the same relationship for 20 or 30 years. Different partners, different cities, different jobs, different beginnings, the same ending. They tell themselves the problem is always the other person. The boss never appreciated them. Their partner was too demanding. Their friends misunderstood them. Their family expected too much. Maybe sometimes those things were true. But Stoicism asks a different question. Not who is to blame. It asks, what part of this belongs to me? That question is uncomfortable because it removes the hiding place. It shifts the focus from defending the story to examining the character. Some people spend decades protecting behaviors that once reduced pain. They leave conversations unfinished because confrontation feels unsafe. They avoid vulnerability because closeness once led to hurt. They keep emotional doors half open because fully committing feels too risky. Some may even justify repeated behaviors so often that the justification begins to sound like wisdom. The danger isn't simply repeating the pattern. The danger is becoming so skilled at explaining it that change no longer feels necessary. The conscience rarely disappears. Sometimes the excuse simply becomes louder. The beautiful truth is that the same brain that learned the pattern can learn a different one. The same nervous system that prepared you for fear can gradually learn safety. The same subconscious that predicts yesterday can slowly begin predicting tomorrow. But none of that begins until honesty becomes more important than self-protection. Healing begins the moment you stop asking, "How can I explain what I did?" and start asking, "What kind of person am I becoming?" That question changes lives because it shifts your attention from defending behavior to building character. Stoicism has always taught that we cannot control the past, other people, or every circumstance we encounter, but we always retain responsibility for the person we are becoming through our repeated choices. Character is not built in grand speeches. It is built in ordinary moments when nobody is watching. One honest conversation, one apology without excuses, one boundary spoken with respect, one temptation resisted, one difficult truth accepted, one repeated choice at a time. Those moments slowly become a different life. Maybe this message reminds you of someone who hurt you. Maybe it reminds you of yourself. Either way, the lesson is the same. The pattern you defend today becomes the person you become tomorrow. Every excuse repeated strengthens the identity you will eventually live inside. But every honest choice weakens the old pattern and strengthens a new one. Don't spend your life becoming an expert at explaining your behavior. Become an expert at examining it, because your future will never be built by the stories you tell yourself. It will always be built by the truths you finally become willing to face. Don't simply understand the pattern. Become the person who can replace it. That is Stoicism 2.0.